listen, this message is not coming from pain, it's coming from truth. There comes a moment in every woman's life when her spirit starts whispering, "This isn't right." You feel it deep in your chest. You try to ignore it. You try to fix it. You try to pray harder, love harder, give more, but nothing changes. Why? Because sometimes God isn't asking you to fight for it. He's asking you to walk away from it. There are moments in life when everything on the outside may look fine, but something deep within you feels unsettled. You can't always explain it. You can't always prove it, but you feel it. That quiet discomfort, that heaviness in your chest, that constant overthinking, it's not something to ignore. It's something to understand, because many times God doesn't speak in loud, obvious ways. He speaks through your spirit. He places a feeling inside you that gently whispers, "This isn't right." And the more you try to silence that voice, the louder your inner unrest becomes. You may find yourself making excuses for someone, trying to justify their behavior, telling yourself you're overthinking or being too emotional. But deep down, your heart knows the truth. Confusion is not love. Anxiety is not love. Constant emotional pain is not love. Love, in its purest form, brings peace. It doesn't leave you questioning your worth every single day. It doesn't make you feel like you're walking on eggshells, afraid of saying the wrong thing or being too much. When something is right for you, there is a sense of calm, even in difficult moments. But when it's wrong, your spirit feels it long before your mind accepts it. That uneasy feeling you keep pushing away is not weakness, it's awareness. It's your intuition, a gift placed inside you by God to guide and protect you. And when you ignore it, you often find yourself stuck in cycles that drain you emotionally and mentally. You start losing pieces of yourself just to hold on to something that was never meant to stay. You give more, you try harder, you hope things will change, but the feeling inside you never goes away. That's because the truth doesn't change, no matter how much you try to reshape it. Sometimes we confuse attachment with love. We hold on because we're afraid to let go, not because it's truly right for us. But God sees what you can't always see. He knows the long-term pain hidden behind temporary comfort. That's why He places that feeling inside you to warn you before the damage goes too deep. It's not there to hurt you, it's there to save you. But the challenge is, will you listen? Ignoring your inner voice often leads to deeper heartbreak. The longer you stay in something that doesn't feel right, the more you begin to doubt yourself. You start questioning your instincts, your value, even your sanity. But the truth is, you were never wrong for feeling the way you did. You were just afraid to trust it. And fear can keep you in places where peace cannot exist. God's guidance doesn't always come with clear instructions or visible signs. Sometimes it comes as a feeling you can't shake, a sense that something is off, even when you wish it wasn't. And that feeling deserves your attention. It deserves your trust, because it's not just emotion, it's direction. When you finally start listening to that inner voice, everything begins to shift. You become more aware, more grounded, more in tune with what truly aligns with your peace. You stop settling for confusion and start seeking clarity. You stop chasing validation and start valuing yourself. And most importantly, you begin to understand that protecting your peace is not selfish, it's necessary. So when something feels wrong deep inside, don't rush to silence it. Don't cover it up with excuses or distractions. Sit with it. Listen to it. Because that feeling may be God's way of guiding you away from something that isn't meant for you and leading you towards something that is. Real love is not supposed to feel like a constant battle within your own heart. It's not meant to leave you exhausted, confused, or questioning where you stand in someone's life. Too often, people mistake intensity for love, thinking that the emotional highs and lows, the uncertainty, and the struggle are signs of something deep and meaningful. But the truth is, real love doesn't thrive in chaos, it grows in peace. It gives you a sense of calm, not a storm you have to survive every single day. When you are with the right man, you won't find yourself overanalyzing every message or replaying every conversation in your mind, trying to figure out what he really meant. You won't be sitting there wondering if you matter to him or if he truly cares. His actions will speak clearly and his words will match them. There will be consistency in how he shows up for you. You won't feel like you're chasing his attention or competing for his time. Instead, you will feel chosen, valued, and secure in the connection you share. True love brings clarity. It removes the guesswork and replaces it with understanding. You know where you stand because the man in your life makes it clear through his effort, his presence, and his respect. He doesn't leave you hanging in uncertainty or make you feel like you're asking for too much when you simply want honesty and commitment. In real love, your needs are not seen as a burden. They are acknowledged, respected, and met with care. Respect is another foundation of real love. A man who truly loves you will not belittle you, ignore your feelings, or make you feel small. He will listen to you, value your opinions, and treat you with kindness even in moments of disagreement. There is no need for manipulation, mind games, or emotional withdrawal to prove a point. Instead, there is communication, patience, and a genuine desire to understand each other. You feel safe expressing yourself because you know you won't be punished for being honest about your emotions. Emotional security is what sets real love apart from anything else. It's the feeling of knowing that someone is there for you, not just when it's convenient, but consistently. It's the comfort of not having to question their loyalty or their intentions. You don't feel like you're walking on eggshells, afraid that one wrong move will push them away. Instead, you feel grounded, you feel stable, you feel at home within the connection, not lost inside it. On the other hand, when a relationship is filled with stress, confusion, and emotional ups and downs, it's a sign that something is not right. Love should not make you feel anxious more often than it makes you feel at peace. It should not leave you doubting your worth or wondering why you're not enough. Those feelings are not a reflection of love. They are a reflection of imbalance, inconsistency, and sometimes even emotional unavailability. You deserve a love that feels safe, not one that feels like a constant test of your strength. You deserve someone who adds to your peace, not someone who takes it away. Real love doesn't require you to lose yourself to keep someone else. It doesn't ask you to accept less than you deserve just to hold on to something temporary. Instead, it uplifts you, supports you, and makes your life better simply by being a part of it. At the end of the day, love should feel like a place where you can breathe freely, not a place where you're constantly holding your breath. It should bring you clarity, respect, and emotional security in ways that make you stronger, not weaker. And once you experience that kind of love, you will never again confuse peace with boredom or chaos with passion. You will recognize that real love in its truest form was never meant to hurt you. It was meant to heal you. There is a truth in life that many of us struggle to accept sometimes. Holding on to someone is not an act of love, but an obstacle to your own growth and blessings. We convince ourselves that we are being loyal, patient, or committed, when in reality we are resisting the very thing that God is trying to do in our lives. When God wants to remove someone from your path, it's not because He wants to punish you or take away your happiness. It's because that person is standing in the way of what is meant for you. Holding on to them can keep you stuck in pain, confusion, and delay the arrival of the life and love that you truly deserve. We get comfortable in the familiar even when it hurts. We cling to the relationship, the person, or the hope of what could be because letting go feels like failure. We fear the unknown. We fear that no one else will love us, respect us, or care for us the way we have loved this person. But here's the harsh truth. God never intended for you to settle, to suffer quietly, or to beg for attention, affection, or validation from someone who cannot or will not give it. Your holding on is not loyalty, it is a blockage. It keeps God from opening new doors, from bringing the right people and opportunities into your life. Every moment you spend clinging to what is wrong, you are giving your energy, your heart, and your peace to something that diminishes you. You are sacrificing your own emotional well-being for the illusion of love or the hope that someone will change. But while you are stuck in that place, the blessings that God has planned for you, the relationships, the opportunities, the experiences cannot enter. They are waiting for you to create space in your life. They are waiting for you to have the courage to let go, to release what was never meant to stay, and to trust that God's timing is perfect. Letting go does not mean that you stop caring or that you have failed. It means that you are wise enough to recognize that some things are not meant for you. It means that you are choosing your peace, your growth, and your future over temporary comfort or a false sense of security. Holding on to someone who is not for you is like trying to fill a bucket with water while keeping a hole in it open. No matter how much effort you put in, nothing will stay. You cannot pour your life into a relationship that is draining you while expecting it to flourish. You must close the hole, release what is wrong, and allow God to pour in something greater. The hardest part is often trusting that God knows what is best even when it hurts. We want to control, to hold tight, and to fix things with our own hands, but God's plan is bigger than our understanding. He sees the future, the lessons, and the people who will truly bless us. If someone is being removed from your life, it is because they are not part of the life that God has prepared for you. And while it may sting in the moment, this removal is a gift. It is protection. It is preparation for something far better than what you are currently holding on to. When you finally release someone who is not for you, you create space for what is meant to enter. You allow God to replace disappointment with joy, confusion with clarity, and pain with peace. Your heart becomes lighter, your mind becomes clearer, and your spirit becomes open to the blessings that were always meant to be yours. Holding on may feel safe for a moment, but letting go is where freedom, growth, and true blessing begin. So the question is, will you cling to the past out of fear, or will you trust God's guidance and step forward into the life He has waiting for you? Remember, holding on can block your blessing, but walking away opens the door to everything God has promised. It is not easy, but it is necessary, and the moment you release what is not meant for you, you make room for what is. The right love, the right people, and the right opportunities cannot reach you while your hands are still full of the wrong ones. Trust God, let go, and step into the life you deserve. Walking away from someone you care about is never easy. Your heart resists it, your mind questions it, and your emotions scream that you are giving up something precious. But here's the truth that so many people fail to see: walking away is not a sign of weakness, and it is not a loss. It is protection. It is a courageous act of choosing yourself, your peace, and your future over temporary attachment or pain. Too often, we confuse holding on with love, believing that clinging to someone, even when it hurts, demonstrates loyalty or commitment. But loyalty to someone who is not right for you is not loyalty at all. It is self-sabotage. Real love, the kind that God blesses, nurtures, uplifts, and protects. If you are constantly drained, anxious, or uncertain in a relationship, God may be sending a message through your heart, your intuition, or your circumstances that it is time to step away. Letting go does not mean you stop caring about someone or that you have failed in love. It means that you have the wisdom to recognize what is and isn't good for your soul. It means that you value yourself enough to prioritize your emotional and spiritual health. When you hold on to someone who is not for you, you expose yourself to repeated pain, heartbreak, and disappointment. You limit your ability to experience true love and happiness because your energy is invested in something that diminishes you rather than elevates you. Walking away, on the other hand, allows you to reclaim your power, to set boundaries, and to create space for the life and relationships that God intends for you. Sometimes God removes people from our lives not because we have done anything wrong, but because He is protecting us from experiences that would ultimately harm us. What may feel like loss in the moment is actually a shield, a divine intervention designed to safeguard your heart, your mind, and your future. When someone is removed from your life, it is not a reflection of your worth or of your capacity to love. It is a reflection of God's care for you, His desire to see you thrive, and His plan to replace what was wrong with something far better. It is an act of divine protection that you may not understand at the time, but will eventually see with clarity. Letting go is also a form of self-respect. It is saying, I will not compromise my peace for someone who cannot honor it. I will not tolerate uncertainty when I deserve certainty. I will not stay where I am diminished when I am meant to be elevated. Choosing to walk away does not erase the lessons, the memories, or the love that once existed. It simply acknowledges that some chapters are meant to end so that new, more fulfilling chapters can begin. By walking away, you are not closing doors forever. You are clearing the path for the doors that lead to what is meant for you. There is freedom in walking away. There is relief in releasing what is not yours to hold. There is joy in trusting that God is orchestrating your life in ways you cannot yet see. While your heart may ache for a moment, that pain is temporary and it is a necessary part of growth. The longer you stay in a situation that drains your spirit, the more you risk losing yourself. Walking away is an act of preservation. It protects your heart from further harm and prepares it for the blessings that await. Ultimately, letting go is not about losing someone else. It is about gaining yourself. It is about choosing peace over chaos, clarity over confusion, and self-worth over compromise. When you walk away with faith and courage, you make room for love, joy, and opportunities that align with your purpose. God's plan is bigger than any attachment or pain you are holding on to. By releasing what is not meant for you, you allow the life He has designed to unfold in ways far greater than you imagined. Walking away is protection, not loss, and it is one of the most powerful acts of love you can ever give yourself. In the end, the message is clear and undeniable. God sees your heart. He knows your pain, and He is guiding you toward what is truly meant for you. Holding on to someone who brings confusion, hurt, or disrespect only blocks the blessings He has prepared. Real love brings peace, clarity, and respect. It does not leave you questioning your worth or feeling anxious every day. Your intuition, your inner feelings, and the quiet whisper of your spirit are God's way of guiding you. They are warnings, not coincidences. Walking away is not failure, loss, or weakness. It is protection. It is choosing yourself, your peace, and your future over temporary attachment to what is wrong. By letting go of what does not serve you, you create space for the life, love, and opportunities that God has planned. So trust Him, trust your heart and have the courage to step away. In doing so, you are not losing, you are preparing to receive the blessings, respect, and love that you have always deserved.